Hello everybody. So I'm gonna try something, and the original reason I got this die set from Tonic was because I liked their embellished pieces, the extra pieces that went with it. And so what I'm going to do is cut these out, and then I'm going to show you how it's so easy to adjust them for what I want them for. And they don't necessarily have to be used the way for the book, for the shadow box. So I'm gonna do that. And these, I think these are all too big. Oh, maybe not. I think I'm gonna be able to use that. We'll see. Anyways, my brother-in-law has a birthday coming the end of the month, and I like to send him a card. And so what I want to do is cut these out with white paper. And so I'm going to pull out some of my white scraps. And I got some scraps here that are good size. I'm just grab those. Real quick, and I'm just gonna start cutting them. I don't know if they're all gonna fit in. Like this one, I don't know if that'll fit. It will. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this diamond press just because it's easier to use. Will this one fit? Yeah. Okay. So let me, and they're probably not going to be all different sizes of paper because different sizes of paper, different types of paper. But it's not going to matter. It's all going to just get stuck on a card base anyways. But I do want to do, in this card I have to mail, so it has to be mailable. Yes, he gets a kick out of getting a card, so he's gonna get one. And I think this will be good for him. He is a country boy through and through. And so I think if I make a wooded country scene, I think that'll be ideal for him. It's a little short. Okay. Did I have it the other way? Yeah. So I'll just cut this little bit off here. And usually making a card for somebody, I usually do that separate, but he ain't gonna be looking at my videos or nothing, so I think I'm safe with this. I believe. And you know what's missing is the tree in the back. That's not gonna fit on there, but this will. And this will. Well, here's the tree. So let me just rip that. Okay. I have that. You know what, these bushes. All right, he had a marker. That I used last night, and I don't know where it went. Which one was left? This one that has flowers, huh? Okay. I think we already said that. Oh, it will go through there. Okay. That'll work. Okay. So let me put these dies back so they don't end up lost. Because I really don't need that. I think that's all of them. For now, that's gonna do it. All right. I must have put that marker away. Imagine that. It does look like I got put away. I would just be 1 second. Bear with me here. Where would I have put that? Okay, let me get. I just went ahead and grabbed a mix. So this can be used for my layer. So I'm not gonna use that for my scrap of paper, but I do need that's a whole sheet of paper. I don't want to use that for my scrap either. Here we go. I use this, even though this is a good square too, but that's all right. So I'm going to take all these little pieces and I'm going to take and cut off at the score line. You can still see the score line, so I'm going to trim it again. And I'm going to do that with all of these. All these score lines are going to be cut away. Now, if I want to try to cut in a little design in there, you can do that. I know that I'm not going to be able to do that well. The only thing I'm going to try to do that on is this tree, because I kind of want to try to use the whole tree. So I just did a little dip in and did that way. This one I can just kind of give a little curve. So if I can just do a little curve, I'm all right with that. But if it's more than that, then I don't think I could do it. Okay. So now I need to color them in. And so I'm going to just get different colors. Okay. To do a little bit of blending, I'm going to be darker on the bottom. And maybe a little in where there might be some shadow. Then I'm going to get the mid color and go around that with the mid. This mid looks very much like the dark, but that's all right. And then I'm going to come back with the light and try to get it all bent. But I want to keep that outside looking like the light's hitting it more, just to give it a little bit of color. All right, and I'm going to hit this the same way. I'm going to get all the leaves and stuff here. I'm going to say maybe that's just kind of a bud. Maybe I shouldn't have done that and called that a bud. We'll see. think what I might do is just take those ones, color those green, but do maybe like just a little tip. And put some color in it. Okay. And then what color it is like the rest. Dark on the bottom. Not necessarily wanting a straight line, right? Come up a little bit, come into some of this. Because it's thick, makes me think that we might have some little bit of dark going back through there. I know it looks like a mess. We'll see what happens when it dries a little bit. I don't, sometimes this works, sometimes this don't, I don't know. Doesn't seem to want to be working right for me. This time I don't know if I'm doing something different. It's been so long since I've done it. I'm gonna color these yellow. And so I'm gonna do the medium yellow. And there's a little peak of yellow there. And then I want the dark just in the middle. Okay, and I'm gonna take some of this, here's an orange, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of orange on the tips here. The tip and the tip. Okay. Don't know if I'm gonna like that one. That way that turned out, it's kind of Maybe I need to do that again. Maybe I need to come in. More. Maybe I didn't come in enough with it. Okay, and then come back over with the light just to blend it a little better. Okay, now I have trees. So I wanted to use a different green, so I got this green here. And then we'll see how this is gonna work. This is the light green. Okay. And then I'm gonna get some of the dark and just come in with these little things, just trying to give it a little depth. And then the medium color is gonna come around. And then back to the light to try to get it all kind of blended back. This is not working very well. There's too much difference between the light and the dark. I do know I like that light color for the grass there, so we're just gonna get that on. And again, I don't necessarily want to lose these pieces, so I'm trying to keep them in. But I might not have a choice. They might fall out anyways. So now what I'm going to do, come in with the mid-tone. Okay. And I think I use the mid-tone here. Okay. And then I come get these orange flowers that make, or these flowers that make them orange, and hope they stay in. I was thinking about coloring, yeah, that'll look good for a brick. Oh, I didn't use any of the red for the flowers. Here, let me put a little dot of red. There we go. Some red. Some red. A little red. Some red. There we go. Oop. All right. Brown. I need some brown in my tree trunks. Oops. Please. And I'm just gonna go in with the mid tone here. So you don't want to watch all of this. You can skip forward. Right now I'm planning on trying to get the card put together. But if I spend too much time on this, that might be another part. Okay, there's that one. Now this one. I'm gonna do a little brown around the windows. Maybe the fireplace. And then the dark brown, I'm gonna go around the roof. In the door. And maybe I'll do the fence. I can see the green is a little short right here. And a little short right there. I'm not a real fan of how that tree turned out, so I might do a little more. Just not leaving so much edge. Because the edge doesn't look like highlight, it just looks like weird coloring. And I can come back over it with the light just to make sure it all blends nice. I really want to get some of this I know that dark needs to be in there. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Now the bush looks all right. Okay, what's left? The tree. And it needs trimmed a little bit more. And I'm not worried about cutting it perfect straight because it's a tree. So there's this little bit down here, and what I'm gonna do is just try to leave some for the grass. So like the little mushroom, that's gonna be brown. And this little spiky spot. So on Thursday, I believe Thursday, I'm leaving to go to Idaho, check on my mom and see how everything's going. And I will be back on Monday. So if you hear me talking about it and you sent your swap, it's okay. They hold it, so they don't hold it indefinitely, but they hold it for a few days. So I already have one coming in, and I need to go pick that up tomorrow. And then I'll just keep a watch if anything else comes in. Okay. And now I'm going to take the dark and I'm going to just come in a little bit in the dark, but I don't want to, I mean, if I have to do it all over in the dark, I will, but I'm hoping, because it's real branchy looking, that this works this way. Because I want to give this tree texture. Okay, and I'm going to come in with the medium. And let's see, that's pretty close, right? So I kind of feel like I'm almost doing the light just to make sure every bit of it has some brown, but I'm really coloring it the other colors, if that makes sense. So and then I can come back with the light and go back over. And just kind of try to blend it all together a little bit. If that makes sense. You don't know until it has time to kind of dry a little bit, so I'm just kind of experimenting this twiggy, branchy tree in the best way to color it and make sure it has some, you know, kind of dimension to it. But like I said, until it dries, we really don't know. Okay, so we'll give that some time to air dry. I'll do the green grass down here. And I'm going to take a little bit of that medium. Ugh. See, that's the problem. There's too much difference between the medium and the light on these brush ones. Supposedly they're the same, but it sure doesn't feel that way. So it looks like I'm gonna have to come back and just make it darker grass now. Or maybe it's gonna turn out okay. All right. Still looks like it needs to be smoothed out, so now every time you add another layer, that could possibly make it darker. So think about that too. All right. So far this tree looks like it might work like that. I'm gonna try going over it again. Put the light just right in through here. Okay. I need the red. Just want to get on these mushrooms. And one of the reasons I used the brown on them was to hopefully kind of tone down the red. So the red wasn't too bright, so what I was hoping for. Okay, so now next, I want to do, I might not, shoot, I probably won't use all these pieces, but you know, I kind of like the idea of having them if I do. So you could go like this, and that house can be in there, and this could be here. This can be back here, back behind there, and that, and that. So, let's see. Working on it. But now I need my card blank. So let me get my cardstock for the card blank. And I'm going to do a 5x7 because I think it's going to need it. So I need to cut this 10x7, scoring at 5. So easy with those, easy with those. Okay. 10. By 7. I'm gonna score at 5. I better take this up and bring this to the 5. Okay, and I'm gonna score that. And then I'm gonna bring this over here and hopefully that will be nice and right. It's a little tiny bit off. So just bring this. I'm just gonna bring that up. And there we go. 5x7. And then I need to make my card blank. Oh, I don't know. What size do I want to go down to? 4.5 because I want to do some matte layers for this. So I'm going to do 4.5. By 6.5. And that should work. Very nice. That gives me enough room for 2 mounts. 3 if I want it. Okay. Let me grab a drink. This video's getting long, isn't it? Okay. Now what I want to do is get some blues on here. I don't have a problem with the duets. I do want to get this color. Wait, what is this? Quick dry. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, let's see what happens. Because I want it to be sky. So I'm not used to using quick dry for something like this, but if I just need blue for the sky. So I wanted just a blue background. And that worked actually pretty good. Huh. Who would have thought? Where are my... Okay. Let's put a little duet in here. Just to give it a little variation. A color. A little bit of something different. That might be all I need. Do I want to try the other one? Bay blue. Well, it can't hurt, right? Let's just do... Unless we put it down here, we don't... Oh, no. That's going to be nice. That's going to be just a little bit darker. Just to kind of hit the tops of these here. There we go. I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy with that. Okay. And I'm gonna blend that all off. Look at how it's turned out pretty too. Okay. So now let me see what I can do here. So if this goes all the way and the house is in the back. Okay, I'm gonna do this a little different now. What I'm gonna do is get, hopefully, here we go. Yellow, that's a little more yellow than I wanted it to be. But I'm just gonna hope I get close to the right size here. Because I wanna do that. So the best way to do that is there we go. Just like that. So I'm gonna get my glue. Put the needle back in before it dries up. Is that the right one or the wrong one? Okay. So there we go. It can come up a little bit. Let me get these little fence pieces out. And the whole thing is I want this to look kind of rustic, right? So I'll put this on the side. Put that there. Get this little tree, stick it back here. So stick that back there. Stick this here. Have this over here. Bring it over. Try bringing that over here, Laura. Okay. And then this. Oops. Okay, this. And then this. Oh, maybe that first. And then that. And then that. Well, it looks like I need to blend some green down here at the bottom. So I'm gonna have to do that to blend some green in. So what I'm gonna do is, we are coming up to an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and in this video here, get it posted, finish this, and then come back and show you that. So, man, I wish I didn't have to do those 2 parts, but all right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Oh, bye-bye now.